Welcome back aboard the home of Hype Train FC and to an unfamiliar sight for the squads. We were in league action for the first time since October 5th last year, taking on an Iver Heath Reserves squad at home in EBFL Division 2 in what was our 6th outing of the season. For our 4th league home match of the season, we lined up in our changed gold and red strip again, starting with the same defensive unit that beat Hagborn last week in the Bucks and Bucks County Cup. The towering Jack Roche in green started in goal with Rod Stevens and Robert Austin occupying the fullback spots, whilst club captain Alex O'Keefe was joined by Martin King in the heart of defence once again. The Holloway twins, Aaron and Clayton, were joined in central midfield by debutant Scott Terry, whilst Callum Fox-Spence and Jamie Carter started on the wing in support of lone forward Leon Mannion. For the occasion, our squad of 13 players saw Joe Sawyer and Sebastian Barton start as our substitutes on a windy afternoon at Calcot Recreation Ground. With the blue and gold looking to build on a big cup win from last time out, support the boys by hitting that subscribe button and let us know in the comments how you thought the team got on as we returned to league action for the first time in a quarter of a year. Iver Heath, playing in blue, have the ball with one of their central defenders who's got a lot of time to look up and pick out a pass. He pings the ball down the right hand channel, but myself, Robert Austin, collects with an interception, freeing Jamie Carter down the left. His first time ball picks out Leon Mannion, who's throwing goal. He takes one touch and past the goalkeeper and into the back of the net, but by that point the referee had adjudged that Leon was offside in the build up. Minutes later, down our right hand channel, Aaron Holloway is at hand to win a tackle in midfield, with Callum Fox-Spence keeping the ball in play. He tees back to Rod Stevens, who plays it into Leon's feet. Leon's able to twist and turn before dinking a ball over the top with Scott Terry through 1-on-1. Fortunately, you can see the linesman raise his flag as Scott dinks the goalkeeper for another potential opportunity that goes awry. As both teams start to warm to the occasion, their number 16 has the ball and bulldozes his way through a couple of our players. He tees up their number 7, who's down the left channel right by the corner flag, and he's able to take it past one of our boys before going into the box and unleashing a shot. Unfortunately, hits the post for them. There's a good bit of combination down the left hand side as Scott Terry collects a throw in, playing in Leon. Leon takes a couple of touches up before squaring back to Scott. Scott takes a heavy touch and looks for the shot, and his shot eventually equals more to a cross, with Callum Fox-Spence teeing back for Scott, but Scott's shot unfortunately goes well over and into Sainsbury's. Next up the left channel, we got another Iver Heath throw in with one of their midfielders collecting the ball. He looks up and delivers, but Alex is on hand to clear. One of their players touches down and shoots, but it goes harmlessly wide of Jack's post. Pressed high as a team, one of our loose passes in midfield is picked up by Iver Heath, with the number 16 wasting no time freeing their number 14 through on goal with a long ball. The number 14's onto it in a flash and takes one touch up and then sets himself, but his shot is saved brilliantly by Jack Roche. With the skies darkening, Iver Heath collect the ball after we just defended a set piece, and one of their players has a lot of time to pick out a ball down the right channel. There's definite miscommunication as their number 14 squeezes in a cross, with the wind taking it straight in and over the top of our defence for the first goal of the afternoon. With half-time quickly approaching, the ball's dashed into Rod's feet, with Rod looking up and finding Callum on the right. Callum then looks up and dashes past his player, and then frees Leon down the line. Leon takes one touch up and then speeds past his player, with an eventual shot saved well by the goalkeeper. The whistle for half-time was a necessity for the boys as we looked to shake off a hit and miss first 45 minutes, with the team knowing that they were in a real battle against a physical Iver Heath outfit. Shortly into the second half, we pick up with a loose pass into midfield, with Iver Heath doing well to press us and win the ball back. The number 7 hits a cross-field pass, with their winger on the right-hand side picking up the ball, twisting and turning, and firing brilliantly in for the second goal of the afternoon for Iver Heath. Immediately after kick-off, Iver Heath tried to play it out from the back, and the number 8 finds himself robbed. Scott picks up the ball and evades a tackle of himself and another on-rushing midfielder before evading another 2 players. Scott takes another touch and looks up and finds the back post brilliantly to half the deficit, with the squad now at 2-1. Scott's goal has given the team some confidence, and just minutes later Carter finds himself squaring to Aaron. Aaron looks up and finds Leon down the line. Leon takes one touch and feeds it back into Carter down the left channel, with Carter looking up and playing a right-footed pass into midfield. The number 19 picks up the ball, but Clayton intercepts, with Callum Fox giving the ball off to Leon. Leon's got time to assess his options and feeds in Carter, with the Carter's cross looping in and finding the bottom corner brilliantly for the team's equalising goal. With the wind in our favour and the team looking for their third goal, Rod fires in a looping cross to the back post, with Clayton's stabbed effort going narrowly over the bar. With an opportunity to counter-attack, Iver Heath's number 2 has the ball and plays in their number 14, who turns away well from our midfielder. He drives into midfield and looks up and frees number 7 down the left flank, but Jack Grosh is at hand to clear the ball expertly. Still probing for a winner, a long ball from Alex O'Keefe picks out Clayton Holloway, with the midfielder finally able to control the ball before squaring for Scott. Scott takes it past the number 18, but Iver Heath's number 8 is at hand to collect before passing back to the centre-back. Scott's still got a press on and he jinxes it past him, but he can't evade Leon's advances. Iver's number 19 is able to clear the ball, but because of the wind, it falls straight back into danger, with Callum Fox-Spence eventually winning the ball back against 2 guys. He jinks and turns and then finally gets a shot off, but unfortunately it's not able to trouble the goalkeeper too much. Back in possession, Jack has an opportunity to launch the ball down the field, with Callum Fox-Spence first at hand to take the touch. His touch is wayward, but Aaron wins the midfield ball, with Scott's trickled pass back into Callum. Callum then finds Leon, who takes it well and then starts driving at the defence, beating one, a second and then a third before his shot is saved well. The ball falls invitingly well out to Jamie, who takes one touch well past the number 19 before unleashing a shot that rattles off the crossbar. Iver Heath look to clear their lines, but Aaron Holloway's stab is in my direction as I take one touch and have eyes for goal, but unfortunately my effort means that we lose a £110 Merlin ball. With a set piece on the books, Rod fires into the box, with Leon winning a header at the first opportunity. The rebound falls out to Joe, but the effort's blocked again before Iver Heath are able to clear their lines. We win the ball back in midfield through Callum and he plays in Rod. Rod's got a lot of time on the ball, and as he looks up for his next pass and as Scott comes into screen, he takes a look up, bounces in Clayton and then he feeds in Leon first time. Leon's touch means that he has to chest it down and he takes it past his players well before assessing his options. Leon then looks up again and he has an opportunity to feed in Scott, with the ball played out to the midfielder. Scott takes one touch and then fires in a shot, but it goes harmlessly wide. Iver's Burley number 16 does well to collect the ball in midfield before twisting and turning away from a few of our boys before myself Rob pick up the ball. I decide to drive into the heart of midfield and I've got a few options to play before I square to Leon. Leon's got the ball, but Iver Heath is standing off, with Joe moving out to the left. Joe picks up the ball and then sails us right back down the river before playing in across to Scott. I ask for the ball and Scott plays it in a little bit too wide and my shot is saved well by the goalkeeper. Right at the death of the game, we're back to our VO camera as Rod Stevens has stood over a corner kick, looking to get the winner right at the depth. As the ball comes in, there are 6 in the box, and their number 8 gets a toe poke on and we score our 3rd goal of the game, with the team ecstatic in our celebrations. As you can see on second viewing from Rod's free kick, the ball gets whipped in and at the back post the number 8 sticks out a leg and over the top of the goalkeeper for the winning goal. Greatly assisted by the hunger of the team once going 2-0 down, and only partially by the wind in our favour for the second half, the full-time whistle sparked relief and celebration amongst the boys as we left it late for the second weekend in a row to ensure that we started 2020 with back-to-back home wins. The win moves us up to 6th in EBFL Division 2 on 14 points, undefeated after 6 games with 4 wins and 2 draws to our name, as well as boasting the best defensive record. With 10 points behind table-topping Townmead, and though we've played the least amount of games in the league, we have the opportunity to force the issue as we look to move up in the table in the coming months with our games in hand. Join us next time as we run out January with more cup competition, with the team travelling to Hanslope FC Reserves at the end of the month for our big County Cup quarter-final. Until then, believe the hype.